Rob from Higher Power H2O. I got her back together finally. Long project. But before the repair, this thing was hazing real bad. White smoke pouring out. So we shut the injectors at 3,500 psi. I got to still mess with the my AFC, which is your fuel enrichment for boost. I'm a little low on boost, but I know I set my screws down low to start with. But she runs good. No smoke. Nothing. Anyways. Manual lever instead of reaching in the truck. So we've been getting a couple personal messages about, this future energy concepts and whatnot. Yeah, like my mismatched paint, that's the next project. Anyway, so I'm not, these guys have made a huge claim. And that's all I want to do is see this vehicle running, or this generator, preferably the Dodge, but whatever if they're not going to put it back together. And there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't add up. I know they're doing some pretty cool stuff, and tuning these pipes with that frequency meter and stuff like that, and that's all fine and great, and it's stuff that needs to be researched. But it seems to me that a month ago, when I first heard about this, and the first demo, that you would think that it would be fixed by now, at least something, the generator or the truck. So I'm not trying to harp on the people. I just, I'm skeptical. That's the way that I work. I don't believe everything that everybody tells me. I mean, that's, if I did it, I wouldn't know what I knew, especially about automotive. I've done stuff that go against all the books, and, I self-teach myself everything. Go to school and it just kind of dumbs me down. Now, that's not true in all aspects, and school's fine and great, but, I tried to hire kids from UTI and AAI, and these kids come out of school master techs and couldn't change a set of rear brake shoes, and so school isn't everything. You got to have some hands-on experience, and I kind of go about that with everything. So just because I see it on YouTube, or I see it, on the news, or in a newspaper article or whatever, you question everything. Take it with a grain of salt until you can either replicate it or see it. If they've done what they say, it may be something that not everybody can replicate, but it's definitely something that you could see. And, they could probably, people could hide things from a lot of people as far as fuel coming into an engine, but, I know at least 5 mechanics up there in Prescott that have nothing to do with HHO, and they could verify the vehicles also. So yeah, all these PMs that I'm getting, I'm not, and some of them are saying, well, maybe they, released information too fast or whatever, and the powers that be got them, and I don't buy into that in a lot of aspects. I do know that there is ramifications of changing anything. During my initial testing, back when I was in it full time, 2 years ago, I had talked to a gentleman who was part of CARB, and we were testing the Suburban and found that the cat head went cold, which means that it doesn't work. There wasn't enough fuel in there left over to be burned and fire up the cat. And the truck was still way under normal for emissions, across the board, NOx and everything. But the cat wasn't functioning. Turned the HHO cell off, and it went back to normal, and the cat would fire back up. Well, I was stopped right there and wasn't able to do any more testing on this guy with this guy's equipment. Yeah, because he was on carbon. He actually owned a catalytic converter company. Well, that's a huge income for him. It's not something that he's just going to say, oh yeah, let's do this and get rid of the need of catalytic converters. So there is powers that be when it comes to money and stuff, but a lot of these claims have just been kooky people, and I don't know that that's the case on this one or any other that I haven't seen. But just because I see it and everybody's talking about it, and it's on PissWiki or whatever, it doesn't mean that I buy into it. It's just not the way that I work. So it's not me trying to be a negative. I just want to explain that a little more. So this very long project took longer than I thought. It's Sunday evening. I'm going to have to put the cell on tonight, but I'm going to be running for the next week or so. Just getting new fuel mileage numbers. Things running totally different now, so it's time to start over again with a baseline. So my mileage should go up quite a bit with these injectors balanced. This thing's running so much smoother. Did a compression check and a blow-by check. Did a homemade manometer. It's actually pretty easy to do. If anybody wants to know how to do it, contact me. Engine's in good shape, really good shape for 450,000 miles, so I'm happy with it. So next project is get the cell on and get this beast painted, and we'll keep on going. So hopefully this Future Energy Concepts comes back online soon. Now I got my rig back, I could actually drive up there again if need be. So everybody be safe and take care. Bye-bye.